Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cup Council. Hopefully, all of you are having a fantastic day from wherever you are around the world. And welcome to our Chelsea preview. Of course, Liverpool take on Chelsea FC. Of course, at the minute, buying strikers for £100 million when they have no money. But we will get on to that, of course. That's Josh's favourite saying, anyway. But as you can see, I am joined by a very special guest. That is Josh. Josh, how you doing, mate?
I'm doing very, very well. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me on here, Connor. It's a pleasure to be on here to talk about the club that I love, and hopefully be able to shut down all the Liverpool fans who are getting a tiny bit cocky for my liking.
Tiny bit cocky. Why do you think that?
Well, I had Doug say that he thinks it's going to be an easy game against us, and it's going to be a 2-0 win. So
No, it's not going to be an easy game. It'll be slightly difficult. I would say anyway. But no, look, all serious, it is going to be a very tough game. Chelsea games always are, but of course, got to be very confident. Liverpool 2 wins out of 2 so far. Of course, Chelsea 2 wins out of 2 as well. But of course, we will be talking about the Champions League as well. Of course, the group stages have been revealed. If you guys haven't seen already, Liverpool are in a group of death, according to a few people. So we will talk about that. Of course, as well, we'll be talking a little bit the transfers, Liverpool side, and of course, Chelsea side as well. And of course, then the match itself. Anyway, but guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below as well. Let me know, your thoughts and everything about the game, the Champions League draw as well. It'll be very interesting to know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below anyway. But let's quickly then move on to the Champions League group of death, of course. Liverpool, I think we unfortunately got the one side I think we were all pretty much trying to avoid, and that was Atletico Madrid. Sadly, Liverpool did get drawn against Atletico, Porto, and AC Milan as well. Josh, your thoughts on that, mate? Because for me, it's a very exciting group. But what I've seen on Twitter, a lot of people have said it is a very much group of death.
So it's an interesting group. It's an unpredictable group because Porto typically have done well in the group stages, but anytime they came up against Liverpool, they have been destroyed pretty much. And everything last time we had them in the 2 knockout stages, you've destroyed them home and away. Atletico Madrid are such an annoying team to play. Like just their style of play, just the way they serve in the Champions League, it's awful. Like as proven in that second leg, you guys played them at Anfield. No matter how much you bash for them, they will always just have some type of opportunity, and I'm just happy we avoided them. I'm honestly so happy because I remember playing in the first leg in the last year's Champions League, and they played a back six. You just don't want to play that, so I'm very happy that AC Milan's a very interesting one. They have the youngest team in Serie A last year. They'll have the same team this year. They've added obviously Olivier Giroud, who does like a good goal against Liverpool, it has to be said. So it's a tough group to call, but are very, very, very early predictions. I think Atletico Madrid will finish top, Liverpool will finish second, Milan will finish third, and Porto will finish fourth with 1 point.
Ooh, okay. I know that what Doug's in saying group of death, yep. Bayern have a group of B's and D's, and there's a new sheriff in for God's sake, Doug. I hated that when you said it on the live stream, let alone in my chat. But yeah, it is the sense of where I think the last time we played Atletico Madrid was in the group stage anyway, was 08-09, where we drew both games 1-1. And I think it's probably going to be something like that again. It's going to be very difficult to get, I think, a win away at Atletico. I think Porto, 3 points either way. With that, I think I'd be disappointed with that. And I think AC Milan, it's a bit weird how to think about AC Milan because, well, I found this out, by doing Doug's stream earlier. Liverpool and AC Milan have never played each other apart from Champions League finals. So, and plus AC Milan are on this rebuild at the moment with, at the moment, and of course, experience with Zlatan and Olivier Giroud as well. But it is going to be interesting. Personally, I think Liverpool will win the group, and I think it will be between AC Milan and Atletico Madrid. I just got this feeling that AC Milan are going to push Atletico Madrid all the way. I just have a weird feeling that something's going to happen there. Hopefully, we just
I hope,
batter the both
I
of
hope,
them.
so. I hope like Madrid plays Europa League football by the end of us.
Well, let's just hope they don't play any football.
That would take some miracle for that to happen.
True, that is true. Jeannie's in. Hello, Jeannie. Hopefully, you're having a fantastic day, mate. As well, but yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? And I think pretty much everyone like has been excited by this group anyway. But this is what Jurgen had to say on it. Saying, "I laugh, to be honest, pretty loud because it is a tough group. Obviously, it's Champions League, so that's how it is, and you have to play the best teams in it." Did say Europe, but I ran out of words anyway. But Josh, taking a quick look, of course, with Chelsea's group, Juventus, Zenit, and who else is that? Is it Malmo? I think as well. How are you? How are you about your group? Because I know many Chelsea supporters looked very confident on Twitter from what I saw, but I don't think Zenit is probably the toughest one because of the traveling.
That's probably the downside to it all. Is there is a lot of traveling within this. That's probably the downside to it. Juventus, obviously, massive question marks over Juventus. They were 2-0 against Udinese there in the league. They came back to drew to each. Really big question marks over Ronaldo. Will he be there? Will he not? That's obviously a massive talk about with the window still to go. Allegri's back there too. Sometimes going back is never a really good idea, and I just hope Morata doesn't score. That's the one thing. Morata comes back to haunt us. That would be utter depression in a nutshell. Mambo, yeah, they're okay, decent for us. They're just there to make up the numbers. And Senate, I think, going away to Russia will be incredibly difficult. But we should be being able to Stamford Bridge comfortably enough. Again, as long as Lovren doesn't score, I think we'll do all right. So we should be getting top of that group. I think 4 points against Juventus, being about the bridge, but losing away, probably getting a draw in Turin, and yeah, it should be straightforward enough. Unless we try and make it more difficult for ourselves, and we'll probably be the laughing stock of England. But no, we should be all right.
Well, yeah. To be fair, I think the last time you were European champions, I think the year after wasn't so good in terms of Champions League defense. To be fair, but I do think. It will be as well. I wanted to ask you quickly as well. Of course, we had the European awards as well. Of course, N'Golo Kante getting midfielder of the year, and Jorginho getting player of the year. For me, I just think it's a bit mad. If Jorginho didn't win the midfielder, surely he shouldn't win the player itself, which is stupid for me. I just think it's really, really stupid by UEFA. But I wanted to get your thoughts on that as well, because for me, I don't. All right, Jorginho won the Champions League, won the Euros, but wasn't standout in either team, in my personal opinion.
Well, first of all, Kante, I think, deserved to win his reward without a shadow of a doubt. And the guy is literally the cutest guy. He literally did a 10-second interview and was like, bye, at the very end. It was absolutely amazing. Kante's so shy for a guy who's literally a superstar in football, probably the best at what he does in European football. The guy is incredibly shy. It's amazing. In terms of Jorginho, I can understand why people think Jorginho, it's a bit questionable. I do agree, maybe, he didn't win the midfielder, but he won the best player overall. But he's been a very crucial part to what we've done. Thomas Tuchel loves the guy to pieces. He's literally made a system based around him and Kante. So, again, I think I can understand why he's one of them. I do think winning the Euros has also played a very big part. You never know. Maybe the Ballon d'Or next to follow for Jorginho. But it is a bit of a strange one, but I'm not complaining because it just makes him look like a very good player, and it stops all the slander that he gets from other fans. So I just have to say, Chelsea fans do say he's better than Fabinho, which I do disagree with. So I'll just leave that there, just to trigger Liverpool.
Christ. Jeez, if you think Jorginho is better than Fabinho, you need your head checked. Like that's a number. Like, just that statement in general has just made me gone. Like, just one question: do Chelsea fans think Jorginho is better than Kante?
No, absolutely. No, we don't go that far. They do think he's better than Kovacic now. Kovacic has slowly digressed. From where he was at. He's still a really, really good midfielder. I trust him in the team 100%. But he has digressed a wee bit. Jorginho and Kante by far seems to be our best partnership. It's what I expect us to play against Liverpool, and that's pretty much it. It's not, actually, no. The other thing is the other thing about Jorginho comparisons. And this is the one that does make me funny. Chelsea fans do legitimately think he should win the Ballon d'Or. So again, have your opinions about that as you will.
Well, the guys, let us know in the chat, should Jorginho win the Ballon d'Or? I think I can safely say no towards that anyway. GD says our group is not hard at all. We will top with ease. I will say stuff.
I know it's really random. Just see like European Conference League, Spurs are playing in it. I think Harry Kane and Spurs found their level because they actually scored and equalised against that team from Portugal. So I think Spurs found their level.
Jesus Christ!
We're talking about Champions League and everything.
Conference League. Oh, I laughed. Liverpool were nearly there at one point last season. If it wasn't for, to be fair, we're talking about defenders of the year. You know, Ruben Diaz somehow got it. Even though I think Nat Phillips it was practically stolen from Nat Phillips. In my opinion, of course, I am jokingly massively, but I don't even think he deserved it. In my opinion, I think we said it on Doug's stream. You know, Rudiger was probably better, especially in the Champions League, than Ruben Diaz.
Oh, the Ruben Diaz one, it's a steal. It's like honestly, I said he's one of the most overrated centre backs in the Premier League. Like, okay, yes, he did well, but see when you took that protection away from him, like in the Champions League final, he was so exposed. He was incredibly exposed. Like he's not a good defender. He can't tackle particularly well. He's not very aware. He's very mistakeful, very easily caught out without that protection. He's not as good as some people make him out to be. Honestly, I can't wait to see him being exposed this year. It's going to be good. Twitter's going to thrive off it.
In my opinion, I think we've already seen him being exposed, especially against Spurs and Son. Like the clearance for Spurs' goal, like I still don't get what he was trying to do there. In my opinion, like I don't know whether or not if he was trying to block it or if he was just going in for a tackle. I don't know personally.
He couldn't polish Phil Jones's boots.
Lad, he couldn't even look at Virgil van Dijk, let alone polish his boots or anything. And that comparison as well, comparing him to Virgil van Dijk, no. Like Laporte, maybe, because for me Laporte is probably the best centre back outside Virgil van Dijk, and probably Matip if Matip's fit. But he's the best for Chelsea, for Manchester City. Laporte, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but guys, let us know your thoughts on that anyway. Chris is in. Hello, Chris. Hopefully you're on a fantastic day, mate. Says, did Jorginho deserve to win the men's award? I'm unsure about that, to be honest. We just mentioned that, Chris. To be fair, he also says I would have given it to Kante. I would have as well. For me, he massively deserved it, for sure. And it's weird as well because Kante got man of the match in the Champions League as well, which normally you go on to win the UEFA awards. You know, I know that Virgil van Dijk got it the 1 year from that, but I'm unsure, to be fair. Kante won midfielder of the year, but Jorginho wins men's player of the year. It's a very confusing decision. Surely if Kante won midfielder award, you would give him the men's award. We mentioned that as well. It is very, very weird how they do it. Anyway, but you know, a quick little look then at the rest of the Champions League groups before we do move on. Of course, Manchester City actually getting a difficult group for once. Thank the Lord. But of course, Paris Saint-Germain, RB Leipzig, and of course Club Brugge as well. You know, Manchester United again, Villarreal, Atalanta, and Young Boys. Barcelona again, Bayern, Benfica, and Dynamo Kiev as well. And of course, the other Premier League group. If I'm thinking about it, where is the other Premier League side?
United.
Yeah, Man United. I forgot about Manchester United. That's how much I care about them this season. Villarreal, Manchester United, Atalanta, and of course Young Boys as well. But you know, look, pretty good groups in my opinion, all round. I think there is maybe one group that is a bit disappointed. I think the Sevilla group. Don't think anyone really cares about that. To be fair, but looks to be a very exciting Champions League, as always, as well. But guys, let us know your thoughts on that as well. Let me know who you think will win the Champions League. If it's not Liverpool, I would be very disappointed with that anyway. But Josh, before we get on to transfer news, let's talk about a little bit of a battle that is most likely going to happen this weekend anyway. As a ghost walks past Josh.
Lukaku and Fando. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of an interesting one because it's just more if Van Dijk wins this battle, then where does Chelsea's attack from? Where's the goal threat? Where can we start our plays from? Where you can hold up the ball? Van Dijk, but if Lukaku wins, then Chelsea are going to get a lot of joys in behind Liverpool's defence. So, if Lukaku's able to hold up the ball and play in the wing backs or play in front or play in out, then we're going to get a lot of space to attack. But if Van Dijk dominates, we are literally going to struggle to create anything. So it's a really, really key battle. And Lukaku did very well in Serie A against physical defenders, but there's obviously Van Dijk's a whole different curse. Now, Van Dijk may not be fully fit, he may not be fully sharp yet, which may play into Lukaku's hands. Lukaku may find some weaknesses within Van Dijk during the game that may help us with that, but it's such a hard one to predict because it really is. He has the better game. Maybe is Lukaku going to get that service? It's a really difficult one, but you're going to say that Van Dijk's going to dominate Lukaku, and I'm going to say like Lukaku's going to dominate Van Dijk because we're going to be bad towards the players that we support. So it's honestly a player battle. It's incredibly difficult, but it's most definitely that and the midfield. This game is the two really, really key points. I think all you're expecting from Lukaku is in terms for Liverpool, you're just wanting to stop the ball being played to Lukaku's feet, and that's when Jordan Henderson, Fabinho, and whoever else will play alongside that middle three, they have to stop the ball going into the feet of Lukaku. Something like Arsenal did, and it helped. We ripped them apart because of it. You stop doing that with Lukaku. Van Dijk might not even have to do that much with Lukaku, so it's a very interesting one. But I hope Lukaku bullies Liverpool for fun and gives us a 5-0 win.
That's not happening. I can tell you that. No, I think look, it is the key battle, and you are right. It's whoever comes out on top of this battle will win the game for sure. I think what Chelsea might do, I think for the start of the game is not. They won't try this like the one-on-one with Virgil and Lukaku. I think what Tuchel will try and do is set up Matip against Lukaku, and as far as like Liverpool fans are concerned, anyway, Matip's been better than Virgil van Dijk so far this season. Yes, it's only 2 games in so far, but that just shows Matip's level. Is that if we're thinking he's on the same level, or even playing above Van Dijk's level, it's a very world class level, and I think yes, Van Dijk isn't fully fit yet and fully match sharp, but I think with having Lukaku, and I think the intense training maybe this week as well, with having that on, I'm thinking it's going to be very difficult to get past both Matip and Virg. I just think that every time Lukaku's come up, and I know Lukaku's a different player since he's gone to Italy and Antonio Conte and come back. But every single time he has played against Liverpool with a Virgil van Dijk, he hasn't done anything. And I just think that's the big thing for me. I think maybe Chelsea might try with a 2 up top. I don't think they will. I think they'll obviously try and get Lukaku up there. But I just think every single time that both of them have played each other, Van Dijk's come out on top. And Lukaku hasn't done much with that. And even, I think even with Matip in a Liverpool side as well, without Virgil van Dijk, I don't think Lukaku did anything much against Liverpool then. So realistically, I'd look at it and go, I think our centre-back pairings can do it.
He's a different centre forward. He's not the same. He's not the same Lukaku that he was back in Manchester. Antonio Conte and Inter Milan really got him into shape. Lukaku's always had goals in him. That's always been a trait of Romelu Lukaku. It was just his fitness and his shape and his physical side of the games that was always a big question, but he's massively sorted that out over the past 18 months. So it's a new Lukaku, and we're just going to have to hope. Well, actually, sorry, I have the hope that it's a new
Well, it is that. Like on Twitter the other day, just seeing the photo from like his last appearance for United, and it's obviously his first appearance against Arsenal for use, and it just looked a completely different player, and it is a completely different player. And look, Chelsea just don't have Lukaku as a threat. You have Mason Mount, you have Timo Werner, even though he could hit the bar from about 2 yards.
His open play works very good.
Yeah, exactly. You've got Kante, Jorginho. You've got there's plenty of players that can be impactful in the game. It's just this particular battle.
And our bench is particularly strong too.
Yeah, you could say that when you have about 200 million on the bench.
Sorry, no, PSG do no such things.
But to be fair, it's a lot less than Manchester City, but it's still a very decent looking bench. To be fair, but guys, let us know your thoughts anyway. Let us know your thoughts on the battle between Virgil van Dijk and Romelu Lukaku as well. It will be very interesting to see what does happen on Saturday evening. Jeannie says Alisson, Trent, Matip, Virgil, Robbo, Fabinho, Salah, Mane are the best in the world in their positions.
All right, I'm going to be controversial here. You ready for this?
Oh Jesus, here we go.
Here we go. Right, a couple hours better than Alisson.
What?
I'm joking. I do see. It's right. In terms of from the Chelsea fan base, people do say Mendy is just as good as Alisson, but I disagree. I do disagree. I think Alisson edges it.
Can I just say that your club tried to sign Alisson Becker and failed because he wanted to join Liverpool?
Chance better than James. I would say Rudiger could maybe be as good as Matip.
Hang on a minute. Did you say James better than Trent?
No, Trent's better than James.
Oh, right. I was about to say that. I was going to say, Josh, I'd ban you and never talk to you ever again.
Van Dijk, Robertson, yes. Fabinho. I don't think Kante and Fabinho are the same type of player, so I won't compare that. And Salah, Mane are better than Siak and Werner and Havertz and stuff. So yeah, that's fair enough.
I would say probably if we're speaking front three, Lukaku gets over Bobby and Jota. Yeah, Jota. For me, at the minute, it would be between Jota and Lukaku for starting places anyway. But let's talk a little bit about transfer windows then. Of course, last time I spoke to you and the last time you were on the channel, of course, we were doing a watch along, and you said to me, Chelsea FC have no money and we will not sign a striker, and it will be a hope for top four. Now, you have signed Romelu Lukaku, and you look set to sign Joel is it Conti? Is that how you say it?
That's how you say his name.
I don't know. Anyway, and of course Sal Niguez as well. That whole rumor is there as well. But just tell me what's happened at Chelsea and the transfers, because all of a sudden, of course, I know you're selling all of the failed youth, if you want to really call it that, or practically selling your youth academy at the minute, and I think you've got around 96 million back at the minute when I was checking earlier from sales. So how has the transfer window been for Chelsea anyway?
Yeah, it's very different to what I thought it was going to be. I think it was just I think it was literally the second Chelsea realised Haaland was not a possibility, it just sprung us into gear. Like that Lukaku deal was done within 3 days. One bill turned down, second bid done, dusted. He was in London training for us, and I do. My only issue with Lukaku is he is a bit on the older side. That's probably my only bit of an issue with him. But other than that, it's the fact that you think about Harry Kane's not going to Manchester City, Haaland's not available somewhere. We definitely wanted to strike a competition that was clearly going around for some of the bigger clubs this season. So I'm incredibly happy with that. Really, really happy. Kyolde is basically the Summer replacement. Summer is going to West Ham for 30 million, so that deal pretty much pays for Conde pretty much. And then I don't really I think Solskjaer's more the case that Atletico Madrid want to get rid of him, so we'll take that opportunity as it's there. It's not more of the fact that we need the guy. He'll just be the fourth choice midfielder with the other three that we've already spoke about. So that Lukaku deal, I stick by what I said. If we didn't get Lukaku, we were fighting for top 4 next season because there's no way Tammy Abraham. The fact he was shipped out to Roma the second Lukaku was signed, someone took a thought of Tammy Abraham. So I'm incredibly pleased with Lukaku. It does make us from a top 4 team to fighting for a title team, and he's just going to make such a difference over the course of a whole season. Slight concern is though, I'm slightly worried who if Lukaku gets injured or needs to be rested, who's the backup? Who plays in place of Lukaku? We don't have a Bobby Firmino on the bench or Diego Jota on the bench because Abraham's gone, Batshuayi's gone. Fountain on loan scored a hat trick yesterday, so that's what worries me. But maybe I'll have to go for a wee trial at Chelsea or something, to give it a shot because that's what worries me. Because if Lukaku gets injured, it's scary because we don't have another registered striker to replace him. But in hopeful side of things, I'm very pleased with the transfer window. And I think Conte's more of a deal for further long-term reasons. Thiago Silva's not getting younger, Azpilicueta's not getting younger, Rudiger or Christensen will probably leave in the next season or two, so he's a long-term signing. And for 42 million, I think that's an absolute bargain for him.
No, it is, and the fact that as well you're getting very much a good piece of versatility out of him. I know he can play centre back, can play left back, and I think he can play right back as well. So it's not like if you're buying, a young centre half, which is untested. Then you could say, in a top league. I know Sevilla and he's played Champions League and he's played Europa League before and that, but just having him, for a pretty good deal, and you think about it, I'm guessing it would be a 5-year contract as well, and that. So it makes sense, to be fair. And look, the Lukaku stuff, I just still think, Chelsea's just been one of those clubs, hasn't it, over the years, Kevin De Bruyne, Mo Salah, Romelu Lukaku, where you've had the gems and then you've sold them, and obviously now you've bought, Lukaku back, and that it's a very good deal, in my opinion. It's expensive deal, but a very good deal. I think anyway. Evening, lads. Hope you're well. Hello, Jack. Hopefully you're on a fantastic day, mate. Helen's in as well. Hello, Hel. Hopefully you're on a fantastic day. Jack says, cannot wait for the game. Going to be interesting. Ty, Josh, you are you are for a show later tonight. No worries if you're busy, mate. So you've got an invitation with it.
Jack, put what time it is in the chat there, and I will let you know. And also a big thank you to Jack for coming on the Blue Podcast. Obviously, I'm the deputy head of the Blue Podcast, so thank you very much for coming on the show earlier. Obviously, I had nothing to do with that show with the episode you were on, but I do appreciate you coming on the channel. Regardless, it was good to welcome you onto the community.
Josh is everywhere these days. Hi, Jeannie. Hit the subscribe button, Reds, and smash that like button. Yeah, if you could, be very much appreciated as always. But Josh, what have you made of Liverpool's transfer window? Because we spoke, and I was like, yeah, we could be going Mbappe. Mbappe could be a thing. And well, as we all know, that's never an actual thing. But yeah, just Ibrahim Konate, and it looks to be only Ibrahim Konate at the moment. But yeah, your thoughts on Liverpool's non-transfer activity?
Right, that's it. Thank you. That's what I think about the Liverpool transfer window. That's it. Thank you very much, Connor. But the only thing I would say about it is I just summed up Lukaku. What I said about Lukaku, that goes for your whole front three. Because if someone gets injured, Minamino,
David Origi.
There's Minamino. He's not particularly. We don't know if Klopp fully trusts him. Then you've got Divock Origi, who's a failure and everything that he tries to do in football. Shaqiri's away to Lyon, so he's gone.
He's already gone.
So then you're looking at maybe Harvey Elliott.
He is good, but he's not a forward guy. He's a midfielder for us, I would say.
Who else? So you will be like Divock Origi, Minamino, and Firmino.
Yeah. That's how it is. To be fair, That's literally it's that, to be fair. But Jack said 9 o'clock wouldn't be a long one, 15, 20 minutes. Love being on the pod with me.
I'm doing the equivalent of what me and Connor are doing right now on my channel with Doug and Owen from Cop on at 9 o'clock. If there's any chance you could do that 9:30 or 9:45, I could do it then. And I know that's probably too late too, but I'm doing it on my channel at that time, so I do apologize, Jack, if that's a bit of a letdown. I said this to Doug yesterday. I have been asked by 11 Liverpool fans, a different 11 different Liverpool accounts to do it as a sack preview. So I've been blockbusted. You were literally you got the last spot. So you did.
I know.
You messaged me at the right time.
I was like this. I was like the day before. I was fucking two Chelsea, Chelsea fans on Twitter, and I was like, okay, I gotta ask him. I'll just ask Josh, and then I forgot then that day, and then I was just the next day. I was like, right, message Josh now before it's too late, and then I messaged him.
Go ahead for 9:45 then, Jack.
There we go. It's all sorted. Agent Connor here. Welcome to the agency. No, but let's get on then to starting 11 predictions. Then for Chelsea, Josh, is there any fresh injury concerns at all, or is there going to be a fully fit squad coming to Anfield?
As far as I know, it's fully fit. Except for Pulisic. Pulisic is still out with COVID. That's the only notable one that I can recall. Other than that, everyone's fully fit. I do have some teams. Do you want me to read up my starting 11 now?
Yeah, if you want.
So Mendy's obviously in goal. No one else. My back three will be the same as it was against Arsenal. Be Rudiger left center back, Christensen in the middle, Azpilicueta on the right. We need pace at the back in this game. Rudiger and Christensen give us that, guys. We all know what Liverpool like to do, but in terms of their press and attacking, so we need that pace at the back. Jorginho in the midfield alongside Kante. To Jack's question, Kante was expected to play in this game. He should be fully fit. I expect Kante to play alongside Jorginho. Kovacic should be onto the bench. Reece James at right wing back. Marcus Alonso to be dropped. If we're going to see Marcus Alonso try and keep up with Salah and Chet, we might as well hand in the forfeit big guy. The guy's a turtle. He's absolutely atrocious at defense. He's literally the worst defender we have at Chelsea. Kepa would do a better job defending on that left side. Alonso going forward and trying to go against a low block. Josh, go to whoever gets you. I don't do lightning. I literally don't do it.
Lightning's not a thing for Josh.
I don't do it.
He's like Batman. He loves the shadows.
I don't. That light bulb up there doesn't even work. So,
oh no.
So I do live in darkness. As I said, I'll try to watch Alonso try and do defending in this game. I would rather just not watch the game at all. I'll hide under my bed covers. And then my front three, I would drop Kai Havertz for this game, which is controversial, but I would bring in Timo Werner because Timo Werner's PS against Liverpool last time, bearing it was a makeshift backline, it was still fair disturbing. If you get Lukaku playing those balls, playing them in, it makes a big difference. And Mason Mount is literally probably the first game on the team sheet these days, would be my third attack. And that's it's free changes from the team against Arsenal, but I feel like those are changes that we need because I said Alonso can't defend to save his life. Like generally, if you see Alonso score, that's 2 goals guaranteed for Salah straight away. I guarantee you. Which you're not complaining about, like you're just.
No, I'm just like let Marcus Alonso go friggin' past Mo Salah, and just like Trent just nicks the ball and just it's up to Salah and he hits another worldie. Lights on only. Alan says Ali this is for Liverpool. Ali, Trent, Matip, Virgil, Robbo, Hendo, Thiago, Keita, Mane, Jota, and Salah. Helen said maybe Josh hasn't paid the electric bill.
Listen, wait till you hear this. This will make you laugh. I get up at like 5-6 o'clock in the morning for work. I literally get my phone, turn my thing on, and put it down on my desk, and that's my light in the morning.
We've all done it. We've all done it. I'm not gonna lie. I've been in here at like 4 o'clock in the morning to do something, and like literally my phone's just on. It's just like all the room just like lights up. It's to be fair, it could save a lot of money on your electric bill anyway. But that's moving on then to what I think Liverpool will do against Chelsea. It's probably the big question mark, of course. Will it be Robbo? Will it be Tsimikas? I think it will be Robbo. Personally, I've gone,
Oh
of
my!
course.
Look
Of
at
course.
these fancy graphics! Oh my god!
Oh, fancy graphics. Of course, Ali, Trent, Matip, Virgil, and Robbo. Fabinho, I think, will come back, of course, missing last week due to, of course, reasons that we all know about. Jordan Henderson and Naby Keita, I think, as well, will keep his spot. I think he's been fantastic for Liverpool so far. Does mean that Thiago will miss out, but I do think he will play a huge part in the second half for Liverpool as well. And then, of course, the other big call as well, Bobby Firmino. I think Diogo Jota keeps his place, being excellent, grabbing 2 goals in 2 games as well. Be Sadio Mane on the left, and of course Mo Salah on the right, our Egyptian king. But guys, let us know your thoughts. Let us know your starting 11 predictions in the comment section down below. But Josh, before we do head off, score prediction. I know we're going to argue about this.
Nope.
No,
I've got a score you're probably not expecting.
It's going to be like 6-2 for Chelsea.
No, I've got 1 each. I don't think we'll win this game. I think we'll draw. Liverpool's record against the top 6 teams when they have at Anfield with fans is ridiculously good. It's really difficult to go to Anfield and basically shut Anfield up, so to speak. It's just so difficult to do. And the only way Chelsea have a chance of winning this game, in my mind, is an early goal. That's pretty much a way. It's just because that would kind of make you guys open up a wee bit more, which would set the way we play with our formation. I just feel like your press is really well. I think we'll struggle to play out. I think you'll press the midfield quite hard, which is something that notoriously has been an issue for us. Lukaku is going to struggle to get into this game a wee bit. I feel like your midfield's very solid. It's a very core act. So it's going to be hard for the balls to be played into Lukaku plus for Van Dijk. But I think a point, I've said this said this to everyone. I think this literally, maybe even for Liverpool too, having this game 3 games in is the perfect to just get out of the way. When teams aren't fully fit, the systems aren't fully working and roll with the destroyed pre-season. I think this point would be very, very. It'd probably be 2 points short for Liverpool, but most definitely a point gain for Chelsea. I think getting a point in this game would be absolutely fine. But it obviously depends. It depends if we dominate you. My mind would change. But looking ahead to Anfield, I would happily take a point on Saturday evening.
Yeah, no, well, Liverpool at Anfield. I think in the last. Well, I think even since Jurgen's been there, I think against the top 6, I think we've dropped. I think like a handful of points. I think since Jurgen's been at the club, I think especially in the last 3 years, I don't think any team has come to Anfield. With fans, of course, I'm forgetting about last season, but like the 2 years before that, I don't think anyone got points off. I think the only team to get points off of us was Burnley. In the league at one point.
Everyone hates bloody Burnley.
I always think of the in-betweeners, Cliff. Nobody likes, but no, I like football, but I effing hate Burnley. Of course, everyone hates Burnley anyway. But Genie's gone 5-2. Salah hat-trick incoming.
5-2?
I'd love that. I'm not going to lie. 2-0. I would take that. For me, I've gone a bit cheeky with this. I'm going to go 3-1 Liverpool. I don't think we keep a clean sheet.
This is worse than Doug's prediction. 3-1. 3-1 literally against the best defence in European football last season,
Marcus Alonso, Mo Salah.
Chilwell will play. Chilwell will play. I took it. Surely will not be that suicidal. I can't see it.
To be fair, I just think with the crowd, especially because it's a big game, I just think the crowd's going to suffocate Chelsea. I just got that feeling. If you get that early goal, I think that will massively help from what you said about it being 1-1. I think if Liverpool get an early goal and then the crowd on top of it, I think Chelsea will suffocate, and I think it will then the goals will come, and then I think you'll get one. I think Lukaku will score one. I do have Lukaku to score one. but I just think Liverpool will be too much for Chelsea.
I don't know if Doug said this chat or not, so I might give something away if he is. But see, when I did my preview with Doug yesterday, he said at the very open start, it's time for revenge. And let's just say, if we win this game, I've got a perfect little meme edit, rocking and rolling, ready to go.
Jesus.
So, Doug, I'm gonna be mean. I'm gonna go back and clip this, and I'm gonna have you say about Liverpool and the fans 3-1, and then just go.
Can I do it the other way around then?
If you want, go ahead. Doesn't bother me. If I do the people, I have to accept the banter back. That's just part of our show.
I swear to God, Liverpool, you better win fucking 3-1. I swear to God. Helen says it will be a good game. Do you think Lukaku will score at all? I said yeah. I think Lukaku will score.
I've got mine scoring or a goal because he likes to go down field apparently. So
yeah, he does. To be fair, Jeannie says Chilwell ?
Yeah,
if Max Alonso, Liverpool scoring.
Yes, Connor does something. Alonso can't defend to save it. I would literally rather play Connor, a Liverpool fan, at left wing back for Chelsea against the club that he loves rather than Marcus Alonso. Because at least I know Connor would at least try and do something. Alonso just jogs.
I will try. I will try and take Thiago Silva out for Mo Salah. I'm not aiding Chelsea at all. But yeah, guys, let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let us know as well if you're watching on repeat as well. Let us know in the comments, and of course, we'll try and answer you as well. But Josh, thank you so much for coming on, mate. Can you go anything coming up in terms of like Doug's channel or a little bit of other podcasts?
Yes, well, very quickly, exist Doug's channel, the Wonderful Podcast, every single Monday night. I'm sure you'll be on it at some point very soon. I'm sure Doug will probably be on to you very quickly about that. Yes, I do have my own channel. It is the JVSH. No, it's just JVSH on YouTube. I was meant to change it to JVSH Football Channel, but I'm very lazy. But it is just JVSH at the moment. A picture of Glenn Alvin and Chelsea. I actually got to 113 subscribers today, so I'm actually. I started off with 12 3 months ago, and I'm on 112. So it's a nice little steady growth. I just need to actually upload more. That might help. And then the other thing is the Blue Podcast. I'm the deputy head there. I do a lot of all of the boring work that the CEO can't be bothered to do. So I also do that. We've got a ton of shows going out there. So I'm, as you said, I am quite literally everywhere. Especially with all the Liverpool fans love me. Obviously, I'm not seen as a lot of Chelsea fans, so I don't complain.
Yeah, to be fair as well. But guys, I will leave all the links in the comment section. Oh, in the description down below. I keep saying comment section. It's description down below. Please go and subscribe to Josh. Of course, one of the lovely Chelsea fans, and not deluded whatsoever. Even though Lukaku wasn't a thing a month ago, and then it happened. So thanks, Josh, for giving me false hope that Chelsea wasn't going to do anything at all. But no, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you have, please, head over to Josh's channel. Please, so hit that subscribe button over there as well. Please hit the subscribe button here. We're trying to get to 600 subs as quick as possible, so hopefully we'll get there really soon as well. But fingers crossed, guys. Liverpool will win. I am away this weekend. I will try and upload a match reaction for you tomorrow.
Basically, he's just said, "You'll be lucky to get a reaction." That's pretty much. I know the language of Connor.
If Chelsea win, you're not getting a reaction until Monday. If Liverpool win, you get a reaction straight away. No, look, I will try and get it on Saturday for you guys. Hopefully, where I am, the Wi-Fi will be working. Fingers crossed, anyway. But guys, have a lovely weekend. Hopefully, the Reds do win to make the weekend a bit better. And yeah, fingers crossed, other results go our way as well, and maybe Liverpool might go a few points clear at the top of the Premier League anyway. But guys, thank you so much. I've been Connor from the Cop Council. See you all later. Tra Reds.